So now that we have seen the reality, let's explore why forcing ourselves into box B causes such a dramatic drop in manager engagement. It isn't a lack of effort on the manager's part. It's a matter of basic human neuroscience. When a manager is working within their technical expertise, whether that's analysing financial data, writing code, auditing a system, the brain is operating largely within a region called the basal ganglia. This is the brain's autopilot habit centre. Because they are highly skilled and experienced in this area, the brain processes these tasks using minimal metabolic energy. It feels satisfying, predictable, and structurally comfortable. But when they step into a people management role, then they're forced out of this low energy autopilot zone and straight into their prefrontal cortex, or PFC. The PFC is responsible for complex cognitive behaviour, decision making, problem solving, and navigating social interactions. But here's the catch. The PFC has very limited supply of energy, and it burns through energy like fuel in a sports car. Every time we have to figure out why a team member is not motivated or try to navigate an unexpected conflict, then the brain is working in overdrive, consuming massive amounts of glucose and oxygen. And without a proper behavioural toolkit to streamline this processing, the brain simply gets exhausted. And that exhausted state is what we call manager burnout, and it's when declining engagement occurs. But it goes even deeper. Our brains are essentially wired with one primary goal: to minimise threat and maximise reward. And to our survival-driven brains, social threats in the workplace, such as an awkward conversation, giving that critical kind of feedback, or when team frictions and fallouts occur, then these are all processed in the same neural pathways as physical pain. So when we have to give, let's say, tough feedback or handle a team member who's constantly pushing back, then our amygdala registers that social friction as a literal threat. You may experience your heart might notice your heart rate climbing a little, and there's an instinct to slide into a threat response: fight, flight, or freeze. In the workplace, flight or freeze looks like procrastination. We avoid those difficult conversations. We start slipping back into the comfort of our technical tasks where it feels safe. If no one has ever given you an objective toolkit to decode these social variables, you're essentially trying to navigate a neurological minefield by trial and error. This is exactly why we cannot rely on instinct alone to lead people. Instinct tells our brain to protect itself and stay in the technical comfort zone. So to successfully move from expert to leader without draining our cognitive battery, we need a system that converts those complex, unpredictable human behaviours into clear, structured and recognisable patterns. We need to save our prefrontal cortex from burning out. And that is exactly where the Jigsaw Discovery Behavioural Framework comes in. Think of it a little bit like an external hard drive for your brain's social processing. It takes the guesswork out of human behaviour and turns the messy variables of people management into an interactive visual framework